Well, here I am, talking about a movie that was never technically finished. I don't see the harm in talking about an unfinished film. I can't remember that ever going wrong in the past. So, what's the story behind Sleepaway Camp 4: The Survivor? The film went into production in 1992, but Double Helix Films, the company behind Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, fell into bankruptcy during the making of the film. Really? That couldn't have happened during the making of Sleepaway Camp 2? Would have saved me from seeing this?
Oh, I'm a happy camper. I love the summer sun.
Production footage of the unfinished Sleepaway Camp 4 was released as a Best Buy exclusive bonus disc in the Sleepaway Camp box set. Hear that? If you shop at Best Buy, you can get clips of a terrible movie that couldn't even climax. What a deal! But luckily enough, 20 years later, the movie was finished. And by finished, I mean that it wasn't finished. Webmaster of SleepawayCampFilms.com helped edit together a 70-minute film that combines the production footage of Sleepaway Camp 4 with stock footage of the other 3 films. Because stock footage films are always good.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
The movie begins by showing us the ending to Part 3. But when you show the finale of the previous film, and it shows 2 characters fighting, I'm sorry, you need to include this somewhere. Especially since the subtitle of your movie is Survivor. Thankfully, it doesn't remind us of this whore breaking this poor camper's heart again. It just shows them sitting in the car. The lead, I guess, is a woman named Allison, who is explained to us in an opening text crawl, which screams of, all of this was supposed to be filmed, but never was. Allison is a woman without identity. Except her name is Allison. She is plagued by horrific nightmares. I guess it would be horrific to dream of sequences you weren't even in. I advised her that she is a survivor of a series of sleepaway camp massacres that occurred over the past decade. Yeah, interesting theory, except there wasn't one survivor who was present during all 3 movies. Unless you count Angela. Fuck me, Allison is Angela! Nice to know that the credit font from the previous 2 movies survived the production shutdown. Hey, footage of trees! Wait, go back and show the trees! Can you zoom in closer? Oh, there you go. Is there a lake down there too? Why, yes there is. And also, an I Spit on Your Grave reenactment. That can't be good.
I remember a day like today, when Angela stalked these grounds.
It's always unfortunate when the voice in your head is speaking into a broken megaphone at the end of a 200-foot hallway.
A tent on top of that hill was the scene of a gruesome attack.
Good segue, except in the 3rd movie, that scene didn't take place on top of a hill. Don't forget, kids, if you wear a Playboy bunny belt, beautiful teenagers will blow you. I sort of like the image, though, of Angela beating to death the producer who had the bright idea to finish this movie. Also, if she isn't Angela, how does this Allison chick know all of this? No one else was there during this scene. Whoa! Spoiler alert! You're just gonna throw the ending of the first film in there? What if the viewer hasn't seen the first one and just wants to skip right to Part 4? Which they could honestly do, because this movie really is just the cliff notes of the first 3 movies.
You see, I've always wanted a little girl. But of course, when my husband left...
Wait, that wasn't her husband. This is Angela's aunt, and that's Angela's dad. And if the other guy is the aunt's husband, that makes this pretty fucked up.
You know what they say? It starts in the home. Or is it just a bad gene pool?
What? No, I don't know what they say, because I can't hear a single word that you're saying. Well, it just cuts away after giving the Angela Peter explanation. Wait, Angela Peter... Angela is Peter. Angela's Peter. Ugh, that's a terrible fucking joke. And since it cuts away, I'm guessing that Angela's Peter didn't give permission to use the cock footage. Get it? Because it sounds like stock footage. Allison then goes on to say she remembers this day from the first movie. I think an even better twist would be if she turned out to be the pedophile chef after getting plastic surgery. Watching stock footage of Sleepaway Camp for some reason reminds me of that time I scared a girl in the shower.
Hey, mind if I move into your spare room?
Okay, back to that day she remembers.
Hey, Rick! Wait till you get a load of Judy! Man, oh man! Oh, yeah?
Thank you. In case you didn't know what tits look like. And those aren't even Judy's tits they flash to. There's Judy.
She's a real carpenter's dream. The lattice of board and needs a screw.
Okay, why does it keep splicing in clips of other clips during your clip? Neither of those scenes had anything to do with one another.
Whatever happened to Angela Baker?
Nobody knows. There are no pictures of her since 7 years ago.
Yes, I know. The opening text crawl already told us about this. You ever riff the same movie twice? It's not easy. I like when they reuse this scene from Sleepaway Camp 2, except it wasn't in Sleepaway Camp 2, it was a deleted scene that showed up in Sleepaway Camp 3. So now this clip has been used in nearly all the sequels, except the one it was originally supposed to be in. Is it any wonder that this movie is from the director of The Real Bruce Lee, which featured archive footage of Bruce Lee and this guy?
Remember, you must always uphold, as I have, the honor of the martial arts. If something should happen to me, you'll be my successor.
Oh, and thank you for reminding me of a bloodless scene involving a lawnmower decapitation. It gets bloodier when she simply just mentions the word head.
How many have you killed this time?
Quite a bit, actually. When you reuse footage of the death scenes, it just doubles the body count, like this.
A knife? What a chainsaw.
Cool, you showed me how all of those things can be used to kill people. I would have been confused otherwise. You know, seeing the scene where all the kids were sitting around the campfire reminds me of when I ate a baby.
I think it's expired.
I like how the characters from the stock footage are explaining more about the clips than the actual character who is supposed to be telling us this story.
And a girl got stabbed while taking a shower.
So let's watch that happen again. And just who opened this door? She's just kind of standing there already in position when it opened. Maybe it's the same invisible person who pushed Meg's body out of the shower. Also, nothing pads out your stock footage film like a death scene that already went on too long to begin with. Speaking of which, shit, I've got to pad out this review too. And even out of context, things still don't make any sense.
He went into a psycho ward a couple years ago. And while he was there, the doctors gave him a sex change.
What doctor at a mental institution would allow that for a patient? That's about as realistic as me fighting Bigfoot.
Jesus fuck! What the fucking...
Savage beast!
That's fucking stupid.
Hey, this scene had nudity in it. Let's throw that in here.
Hey, what about you guys? Wasted!
Wasted, huh? Did I ever drink on this show?
So as you can see, I am clearly drunk off of this very fine clinker brick winery. I bought it because it sounds kind of like Kubrick Winery.
Oh, I guess I did. So now you saw that happen. Also, this isn't how you act when you're high. You get a couple friends together and go see Oogie Loves and then talk about it on camera. This whole thing is like some highlight reel that you would throw on at a party if you just wanted to see random clips of the movie instead of the whole movie. Sort of like I do at my Terrence Malick clip show party. They aren't really clips, they're just the whole movies and no one seems to notice.
You could use a little work on your tan.
And with that, water balloon fight! Whew, it looked like it hurt. And that hurt too. Oh hey, a clip from You Can't Do That on Television. That's always welcome.
What's the matter? You afraid? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should just reuse the footage of me reacting the same way in the Sleepaway Camp episode. Fuck, I almost forgot that Laura Branigan was in this movie. And Smokey is hot on her trail. Who the hell is this guy? Never mind that, here's a clip of a kid dressed up as Freddy. Old clips are also way more intense when you tint it red. That way you know that something morbid is happening. Sort of like if you were a one-eyed gangster showing a prostitute the corpse of your dead girlfriend.
This! Do you believe in this? A young, beautiful, dead woman who looks to be about your age. Now, do you believe that there's a chance that I could replace her with you in a matter of minutes?
I wasn't there when that happened. I'm just assuming that's how it went. Also, I remember this scene. She wasn't dreaming about this. She was dreaming about the fucking Happy Camper song. I will say though, with clips of the first one spliced in with Angela #2 dreaming, for the first time in these sequels, it actually feels like I'm watching the same character. Alright, these guys again. That Platinum Dunes remake of Freddy vs. Jason is really fucking lazy.
Hey, faggot, where are you?
And it was written by Eli Roth for some reason. At least she's having flashbacks of the uncut version of the movie. Though again, she wasn't there when this happened, but that doesn't stop her from giving mundane commentary.
There's lots of good kids. We just have to weed out the bad.
That is what she did.
Right on. Now I know that Angela Baker kills people. The more I see of this, the more other things begin not making sense. I don't think this series was meant to be watched twice.
How did you get this job here?
Easy. I've got great recommendations from doctors, psychiatrists.
What kind of doctor recommended that a serial killer who killed people at a summer camp work at a summer camp? You're sued. So fucking sued. And the way this is edited, it looks like this truck is about to run over people in the middle of a lake. This scene brought to you by Frito-Lay. Bet you can't splice together just one Sleepaway Camp movie.
You wouldn't know where I could score some coke. Yeah, there's a machine in the dining hall.
I already know what happens, so... you know what?
A real pretty place. Happy camping. Thanks. Have a nice life. God, what's left of it? One of the many.
I know. Unprofessional, right? Good thing I've never done anything like this in the past. And since they're running out of Sleepaway Camp clips where stuff happens, they begin showing us scenes where nothing happens.
Hey, did you hear that? Something in the wood.
No, come on.
I think I'm running out of clips too. So here's Lloyd. Too bad they don't take the time to really re-edit these scenes to make them wind up hilarious.
Fuck.
But the editor for this has clearly lost interest around the same time as the viewer has.
Then you just sit there and you do nothing.
Oh, she remembers, all right.
What, are you taking pictures? Quit it! You must be Angela.
I made no edits there. The fucking movie is off its Ritalin. Whoa, whoa, what's this? New footage? And it's, porn? Or a cut scene from Nail Gun Massacre?
I can't do this. I can't.
And cut to a scene of Angela and Paul. And cut to me showing you the Christmas Day clip because I forgot to earlier when I mentioned Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Christmas Day! But Allison doesn't want to have sex with the Ranger. Though she's run away a little prematurely because he seems like a nice guy. Look, he's even trying to take the acid-wash jeans off of her. That look is really dated. After escaping, she meets up with a hunter.
You scared the daylights out of me. What are you, crazy? You want to get shot or something?
What did you think she was? Yeah, I can see how you'd confuse a girl with ripped clothes for a deer.
I don't know where do I hide? I gotta get away from him. Where is he? Oh my God, is that him?
I kind of feel like we should have seen what was going on there, but we couldn't, because the production was shut down.
I don't like you.
God damn it, where the fuck did that come from? They had her providing voiceovers for scenes she wasn't in. Why can't she explain scenes she's actually in?
Now look who's being hunted.
Okay, why are you doing this?
You're gonna help me.
It's a little hard for me to get mad since the only reason this is a jumbled mess is because the movie was never finished. But I'm still pissed off. This movie should have been perfect. As you can see, it's pretty much implied here that she's Angela since she's posing for some promotional artwork and gets interrupted by the Ranger. And with no more stock footage, the movie just ends. Of course, maybe I would have been surprised about Allison turning out to be Angela if it weren't spoiled for me by IMDb. But when you have a character telling you 3 stories that only the killer would know about, it's not that hard to figure out. Plus, Allison Kramer, Angela Baker... subtle. This is a real reaction to a twist ending.
God, she's a boy.
That's a dick! Surprise penis shocks even the tightest of asses. What more can I say, though, about a movie whose own poster is also 90% stock footage of one of the other posters? Well, color me disappointed, especially in this independently released DVD, which you can tell is cheap because it smells like gasoline. Well, that's okay. I hear that there's another full sequel, which seems appropriate, as they've completely run out of stock footage, so they might as well just make a whole new movie. Christ, I don't even think I have anything Sleepaway Camp related for the ending stinger.
I am the waffle maker.